Insiders have named who they believe is masterminding the release of damaging information about lockdown-busting parties, including the infamous Bring Your Own Booze event attended by Boris Johnson last year. One insider suggests there are more revelations to come courtesy of Dominic Cummings, the former Downing Street Chief of Staff, while another suggested the Prime Minister had nurtured a viper in his bosom. Mr. Cummings himself first drew attention to the BYOB party via a blog published on Substack earlier this month, in which he said, the inquiry should investigate the socially distanced drinks email sent on Wednesday the 20th of May 2020. The full email, sent by Martin Reynolds, Mr. Johnson's principal private secretary, to roughly 100 people, was subsequently obtained by ITV. Recipients were invited to socially distanced drinks in the number 10 garden with the message adding, "Please join us from 6 p.m. and bring your own booze." Further revelations have followed, including details of drinks held on the eve of Prince Philip's funeral in April. One well-placed Tory source told they were confident Mr. Cummings was behind the various leaks, saying Mr. Johnson had nurtured a viper to his bosom. The insider suggested the damage done to the PM was likely to prove fatal for his chances of staying in his job, saying, "He has been brought down. No obvious successor had yet emerged, but Rishi and Liz both fancy their chances," the source said, in reference to Chancellor of the Exchequer Rishi Sunak and Foreign Secretary Liz Truss respectively. A second source with good Westminster contacts said the suggestion that Mr. Cummings was involved was very plausible. They added, "I'm practically certain it's him drip feeding ITV, hinting at more to come." They said, "It's not obvious he's fired all his torpedoes yet. He will have a lot on carry." Mr. Johnson apologized in the Commons on Thursday for attending the party, which he insisted he had believed was a work event. He is now awaiting the conclusions of civil servant Sue Gray, who is investigating various reports of parties and gatherings connected to number 10. With regard to Mr. Johnson's prospects of holding on to his job, second source suggested Ms. Gray's report would cover the facts by confirming the PM had attended for 25 minutes on the 20th of May, rather than offering any legal opinion about whether he broke the law. In his blog post, published on the 7th of January, Mr. Cummings said, "Obviously the PM has told multiple lies about parties in December 2020 and forced or encouraged others to tell the media untrue things. While it's bad that he is lying about this and generally lying all the time, much worse than these lies has been his determination to a. Keep rubbish people in critical positions, b. Failing to prioritize preparations for variants throughout 2021 and encouraging everybody to think, as he did in September 2020, COVID's over." Speaking in the Commons, Mr. Johnson told MPs that he attended the event to thank groups of staff, but with hindsight I should have sent everyone back inside. He added, "I believed implicitly that this was a work event. With hindsight, I should have sent everyone back inside. I should have found some other way to thank them."